Hey everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the VOD Squad, the show where we talk about streaming devices, streaming content, streaming providers, streaming stuff. I'm Clyde. Today I'm joined by my buddy Matt Ross.
Hey Clyde, how you doing?
Jimmy is currently being detained by the government, and Mike is, I think, on his deathbed, so... to our rescue, two fellow Diamond Clubbers have come to join us. We've got Fitz and Will.
Hey, what's going on,
Mr.
guys?
W. Scottus 1. Is this the first time that the Diamond Club is seeing your face?
No, I've been on a few streams before.
Okay.
I've shown my camera on stream. I don't do it often, but yeah.
Well, rock on. I mean, thank you both so much for joining us. So what's going on this week, guys? I mean, what's new?
Well, I just finished college last week, so that's pretty...
Congratulations.
I know we've kind of talked about it a little bit off the stream after our Jackbox streams. But yeah, I decided to end my college experience. I didn't graduate, but I just decided to leave.
Oh, well, either way.
Well, that's nothing wrong with that. You can always go back.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Very similar experience here. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Me, I just said, I'm not going to college, and I ran away and joined the military. So.
That works too.
Yeah, that
and
works.
got college credits by doing so. Yeah.
But they're not like transferable to anything. I got one. I've got like 4 credits in like boiler maintenance, and I was like, what am I gonna do with this stuff?
Did you use your GI Bill?
I did, and I took 2 Cisco classes, which actually helped me with my job, and then the rest I blew on welding, metal fabrication, did some auto body, basically anything that I was like, I kind of want to know how to do that, but I'm never going to do it as a job because I want to actually enjoy doing it. And yeah, there will never be a college degree hanging on my wall.
Aww.
But
well, I haven't even went, so I don't blame you.
That's okay. Still time.
Yeah, no, not with that at all.
I don't know if I want to go, man. To be honest, everybody talks about the debt. I don't know if I want to accrue anymore. I already got a wife and 2 kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the debt's gonna kill me in like couple months from now. I'm gonna have to start paying that.
See, that's why you make sure that for the rest of your life you take just enough classes to avoid having to pay it.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Don't do that. That's so nice from me. Don't do that.
All right. Hey, with that, should we get into the news?
Let's do it.
Let's get into the news. That sounds great.
We have a lot. We have a lot to talk about this week.
We do, and we're going to start off with Pluto TV, and they've got a new up version of 3.2.1, and they've added a couple new things. In particular, they've added video on demand. And they've got a little design refresh. The video on demand looks like it's going to be a bunch of movies and TV series that you're going to be able to pick in order to stream directly from their service to their wonderful interface. Actually, this seems interesting. I want to know: are these all free, or is there some of these that you pay for?
I'm not sure because as far as I know, Pluto is free across the board.
Yeah.
I believe it's gonna stay free, which rock on.
See, this could be the way they make enough money to continue doing their business. Like that could be a model for them. Keep their costs extremely low.
Yeah,
have a nice convenient way for you to get, hey, there is a show here you could spend $2 on to watch. Hey, that helps them support their business. Maybe that I could definitely see that being a way for them.
I've been waiting for them to have like ads and stuff like running on sides and as a way to, but you know, I honestly, I don't know how they make any money. If they make any money, they may not. They just may be a group of people that just let it run, as a side project and whatever. But
Yeah, I think it's interesting the fact that you have. I mean, we talk about a lot of streaming services that, you don't really want to be there. Like, you want to have that on-demand stuff because not everybody can be there to see it live. I mean, I'm a perfect example of this, with college and, all of this extra stuff going on in my life. I can't always be there to watch stuff live. But I think this is interesting because, you don't really, as far as I'm concerned, you don't really go to Pluto TV to kind of go for a specific show at a specific time. So I think it's kind of a good move on that part. It kind of keeps together with their brand, but you can also sort of pick what you want to watch at that point.
Yeah. Absolutely. Rock on.
Well, now moving on, we have another update coming toward us. Those people who have Kodi boxes, and I still remember when they were called XBMC. In fact, I helped
original develop XBMC.
Really?
Wow.
Anyways,
Really?
I have an original Xbox still in my shelf here that's running XBMC. Well, Kodi 18 is going to have some new interfaces on their side too. One of them is going to be the lean back interface, which essentially allows you to go ahead and pick another show that from what you've been watching pretty easily, very much like suggestions on Netflix. And also we'll have the new Google Voice search available to it on the Android TV.
Yep.
So you have a modded Xbox with the emulator and all that?
I have a modded Xbox, yes, and I barely use it.
Yeah, on the original XBMC, I did a lot of the original menu structure and some other stuff. But no, this is cool because I mean, Lean Back Launcher is an Android TV thing. Oh. That's because it just has to do with the viewing experience, because if you're using something that you're actually engaged in, you're usually leaning forward, right, working on a keyboard or something. But when you're watching TV, you're leaning back. So that the Lean Back Launcher is the official name for the main launcher on Google TV.
Ah, okay.
So that's the difference between Android TV. That's the difference between an app that runs on Android phone and an app that runs on the TV. Because
so what you're saying is, due to it now getting the Lean Back Launcher and also getting the Google Voice, Kodi's going to be harder to differentiate itself from an Android TV box.
Yeah, and you'll be able to. If what I understand is, you'll be able to run this rather than running this instead or on top of Android TV. You'll be able to run this as just another app on your Android TV. Because
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Lean Back Launcher is. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, it kind of brings two experiences together in that regard, which is kind of an interesting proposition to bring forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, for the people who want to use Kodi, where they are experimenting and they're trying different things out, this is fine for them. If this was, Android TV starting to have multiple versions of an interface, you get complaints of people saying it's too complicated. But for that market, it's going to be fine. That's actually pretty cool.
Yep. Right. And this comes just in time for that other article that I didn't include about how I think it's Britain is banning or making Kodi illegal.
That's right.
Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only read a little bit about it, but it sounds like they are banning the sale of it somehow. I need to look it up.
There are a lot of times you'll get devices that are free media streaming device, and it's just Kodi installed on there with apps that allow you to play, basically stream straight torrents.
Yes, but because I'm not really too familiar, honestly, with Kodi. The only thing I've really, the only time I've seen that word slapped on anything is usually related to piracy, which I don't entirely think that's true, but it's kind of interesting.
What's funny?
Hypothetically, maybe.
Yeah. What's funny is I was sitting at a lunch yesterday with my recruiter and her boss, and they are not tech savvy people, right?
No.
Two ladies
cool
that are not.
Recruiter?
What's that?
You're still cool.
No. I'm a contractor, so she's my liaison with the contracting company. So they take me out to lunch, and her and her boss, they're not very tech savvy ladies, and they were like, this stuff came up, and she said, "Oh, yeah, my brother, he's got a box. He watches everything for free. It's running something with a K." I said, "Cody?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "That's it." I mean, and she even she had heard of it, and the only thing they knew about Cody is it allows you to watch stuff for free. So, unfortunately, just like BitTorrent, which the name is synonymous with piracy, Cody's name is synonymous with piracy, even though that's not the legitimate way to use it.
Right, yeah, that was my understanding too. Like, that's kind of what I thought was the case with that, is, yeah, it kind of has a bad name, like a bad rep to it. But
you can pirate from anything. You can do it from your Android device, hypothetically.
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
You can do that.
Yeah.
The VOD Squad does not condone piracy in any form or fashion. If you are willing to waste your time and effort for a lower quality thing, that's your time and effort. But we told you not to.
So maybe Cody needs to do a branding change, and maybe they could change their name to something, I don't know, maybe XBMC. How about that?
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
I'm on board. Then everybody will be confused. They're like, "So I can run this on my Xbox One?" No.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
All right. So next,
we have a story, and I love this story for so many reasons. So we'll get into
Jimmy's gonna be so happy
that Amazon is working with Apple, or Apple's working with Amazon, in order to get Amazon streaming on Apple TV this year.
Yes.
You would love it because it's all about Amazon.
Oh, what's up, Fitz? You think I love Amazon?
I just that smile on your face, I can tell you.
Because now he has a reason to get an Apple TV.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Now,
I watched the show, Matt. I watched the show.
Right. I'm a big fan of Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, what's interesting about I have Amazon Prime, but I don't ever use like the video portion of it.
They are making money off of you.
Me neither. I use the shipping portion of it because
it's
great. Right,
See,
you spend $35 free shipping.
And I'm just the opposite, because I'm the one that when I'm subscribed to Amazon Prime, it's only for the video, and I almost never buy anything. So I'm one of the people that's draining the money from their profits.
So you pay the $99 for?
No. I do the $10 a month. And then I
just pay the $99
because I only subscribe like maybe 3 months out of the year.
Oh, okay.
I only subscribe
for the shipping. I do all my Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
Mother's Day. It's 2-day shipping. You can't beat that.
Yeah, and I just don't shop on Amazon typically, but this is super exciting because if they are able to close this gap and they are going to be on the Apple TV, then I cross my fingers that the Android TV is coming soon.
Yes.
Yes.
But big
they've been talking about it.
Because
they've been talking about it, though.
No, actually, we've only been hearing about this story, brand new, fresh, for the longest time. With just a little history here, Amazon said we are not going to be putting our streaming service on any device that doesn't give us a good deal for our stuff. That means Android TV, they charge 30% for everything you purchase. Nope, we won't take that deal. Apple TV charging 30%? Nope, we're not going to do that deal. So either Amazon has finally worn down Apple or Apple has somehow sweetened the pot in a different way that this deal is going to happen. I don't
probably
know.
sweeten the pot on both sides.
I don't know if Google's going to do the same thing. So my guess is probably not. Now, if Amazon's the one who's like, okay, fine, we're not going to be the number one streaming service out there. We understand Fire TV sales are, they've leveled off. They're not going to be there's going to be competition in this market. Maybe they've woken up to the idea that this could be just a normal market that they could have their service on. Great. Yeah. And then possibly could get it on Android TV, and maybe I could play it on my stinking Android device without having to hack it.
Wait,
but that's okay.
Wait, you can't play it on your phone?
You hypothetically hack it. Hypothetically,
unless you add the store to your Android device, and I don't do that.
Oh, because you don't do that because it's sideload.
Nope.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of people who don't do that.
Yeah. Sorry, I tend to be in the camp of, Amazon is warming up just because I can't see Apple, caving into
Apple
Amazon.
doesn't do anything that's not in the best interest of Apple.
Yes, Mr. Amazon.
Even if it would benefit their customers.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, because they've got the ability to sweeten the pot. Look, Matt just looks like an evil genius.
Well, I'm Apple here. Yes, Amazon, we will take your service and play it on our device. We will do that for you. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, and but this comes just in time for the next story.
And it looks like HBO is taking all of their shows that they put the back catalog fob, and they're removing them from Amazon.
Oh no!
Oh,
so
winter is coming.
And
see, you can see what's his bear jacket guy.
Jon Snow.
Okay, bear jacket guy looks like he's gonna cry that he's not gonna be on Amazon anymore.
Know your Game of Thrones trivia, bro. Come on.
So
just did a HBO Go challenge.
Yeah.
So it looks like they had a 4-year contract deal, and they've decided HBO has decided not to renew that deal when that deal runs out mid 2018, which means that there will be only one way for you to get your HBO back catalog, and that's by subscribing to HBO Go or HBO Now.
Or when it shows up on Netflix. Like it used to. Because it used to. The stuff used to be on Netflix. Like, I think that's how I caught up on the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones. And then it went over to Amazon. So,
did you hear about the 4 Game of Thrones spin-offs they're talking about doing?
In theory, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2 of them might not make it.
So when they made this deal, this was back in what year? When was it when they made this deal? Do you know?
Probably 2014.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So was HBO Now? Was HBO Now a thing?
Not really.
No. Yeah. So
HBO Go was just launching, and you had to have a cable service to authenticate with.
Right. So I guess in that sense, it sort of makes sense to bolster their HBO Now subs up a little more.
And, and this, like I said, this is to be expected because the stuff rotates around from the different offerings. And so just remember, never get attached to, if something's on a provider and you want to watch it. Because you never know. You can't just save it and be like, 5 years later, I'm going to finally watch that. What do you mean it's not here anymore?
Right.
Yeah.
It's only been 5 years. What was that, Fitz?
I said I do that all the time. I'm not trying to cut you out. I said I do that all the time with Netflix. Like, they'll show a movie, and then I'll be like, I've already seen the movie, but I'll finally get an itch, and I want to go watch it. And by the time I want to go watch it, they've re-updated their contracts with other movies and put new movies on there and taken the movie I wanted to watch off.
What I always find funny with Netflix is when I put something in my queue and I never get around to watching it, it disappears. I notice it's disappeared, but then enough time goes by that it's back in my queue. Because Netflix remembered, oh, hey, this was in your queue when it was available. It went away, now it came back. It's available again. You want to watch it? And then I still don't watch it.
I never use my queue.
Oh, yeah.
Never.
That's what it's for.
And you know what just came back out? Sense8. Even if I am the only one that liked it, Sense8 just came back out.
Well, it's because they threw away everybody's ratings. So now it doesn't have a 1-star rating anymore. They could bring it back.
Exactly.
Is that why they did it?
I think so. They needed a way to convince the investors that bringing Sense8 back wasn't a bad idea.
I'm not gonna stand here and let you talk about Sense8.
Oh yes, you are. All right. And then moving on, we got one last thing.
So this little service that called Tubi TV, which we kind of saw, like we were going, hey, it's yet another kind of service coming along, and I was kind of like, yep, another service. I wonder how long this one will last. Well, it looks like they're actually raising some money. They've raised $20 million in order for them to have some to make their ad-supported service a success. This
surprise, the Wall Street Journal covered it.
I
didn't mean to cut you off.
It is. It's perfectly okay. It seems like this this little kind of channel is going to be just as relevant if it's able to get any kind of foothold as any of these other streaming channels out there. So add it to the list of all the various streaming services like Netflix and Hulu that you can go grab your shows from. So. Mm-hmm. This one, it looks like, is Lionsgate, MGM, Paramount Pictures, and Starz.
Yeah, and this is cool because, it's ad-supported, so therefore it's going to be either cheap or free. I believe it's free. And
I feel like I've seen this before. Like, I definitely have been on, like, a few, like, I feel like I saw it on, like, Reddit or something. Like, there was some service that I saw a while back that said it wasn't available just yet, but it's coming soon, and it had like a few channels for like really cheap. I'm wondering if this is the same thing.
Yeah. I remember seeing this like 6 months ago or reading about it. The name was familiar when I saw this article. And yeah, they raised money. Good for them. And
we actually, I think it was maybe a month or two ago that we actually discussed the fact that they were coming out with this channel, and we were all going, "Yep, here we go, another one." So I don't know. I've not heard a single normal person say, "Oh yeah, I saw that on Tubi TV." I have heard normal people say, "I have watched a show on Pluto TV." I've seen that. So
this, I think, is it's not a competitor for, let's say, Netflix or Hulu or all of those other ones. This is a competitor for Crackle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And possibly Pluto.
Okay.
So it strikes me as another Crackle. And I like Crackle. I think I'm probably one of the only people out there that is willing to go on the record and say I like Crackle. But
no, I do too. That show, I can't think of what it was called, but it had the guy from Heroes in it that played Peter.
Oh.
And
not Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with
that was good too.
Yeah,
I liked it too.
I love that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think isn't that on Netflix now?
Yeah, they moved it.
Yeah.
Well, they've got the back catalog, right? Not new episodes, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I think this is, I don't know. See, this is the thing though, because of course when you talk about advertising, you got to mention ad blockers. And I wonder if this is going to be, I'm not sure how well this is going to work out for them if they're relying on ads.
But you got to remember that a lot of people are going to use this on their streaming box, which doesn't have ad blockers.
Got it.
I throw it on my Roku or a Fire TV or Android TV, something like that. Then you're just watching it in lean back mode, and
Yeah,
Bring
that
on the
makes sense.
commercials.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's, and then also even in your browser, if they put the commercials in the video, you can't block it. So
Right. Mm-hmm.
not like in the corners or something. So yeah, no, I'm interested. We'll have to take a closer look when it launches and they do something with it.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Okay.
all right. Well, guys, let me start off by asking, what do you guys use to stream? Where do you watch content? Do you have a streaming box? Do you what is it? What do you guys use?
So I actually use an Apple TV, which is interesting because I got it from I got the Apple TV for free with the DirecTV Now deal that I signed up for, which I'll talk about a little later. Yeah, so I'm using Apple TV. That's kind of my streaming box that I use. But other than that, I kind of just use my PC and my phone, really, to stream. Okay. Like, I don't really have a dedicated... I mean, and even the Apple TV, I don't really use that much either.
What about you, Fitz? Where do you watch your content?
Usually on my phone, or... I mean, I do have cable, but I never watch it, so...
like most people that have cable.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still, I got cable, I've got Netflix, Hulu, of course Crackle because it's free, Crunchyroll, I pay premium so I don't have to sit through ads every 15 seconds. At my Xbox, man, that's about it. Yeah.
Cool. And then
just
Matt,
YouTube.
Are you still using the Apple TV primarily, or? I mean the Android TV. I keep saying Apple.
Fitz thinks I like it. You think I use an Apple TV? What's going on here? Is this an alternative reality? What is going on? No.
The Nazis did win the war, right?
I think yes.
Or am I in the wrong reality right now?
No, they did. Trust me.
All right.
They
yeah.
No, we So when I sit down, when I watch TV, I'm usually a casual watcher of a lot of normal shows with my wife, and she's the big TV watcher in the house. And we currently are still watching cable with Xfinity. But when we're not and we're streaming, which we do a lot of that too, we have 2 Rokus in the house, one upstairs, one in the middle bedroom. I do have my Android TV that I play with and I love. But almost nobody but me uses it. And then we have downstairs all the game stations, and and we use that Netflix on some of those as well. But also I have my Chromecast down there right now, so I have a little bit of everything except for an Apple TV and a Fire Stick. So
the reason I asked is because it was announced a couple days ago that, as most people know, Twitter is getting on the live TV streaming kick, right? Well, they launched on the Roku. There was like no fanfare, no warning.
Yes.
And so yesterday I said, all right, I'm going to download this, see what it's all about. And it worked pretty good until I tried to get out of the video and it crashed my Roku. It would not let me out of the video.
No, you will stay here. We will not let you leave.
They did not want me to stop watching that Stanford versus San Francisco college baseball game.
Yeah.
I mean, Twitter. I mean, this is Twitter's new strategy.
I heard that was a good one.
Just force you to continue watching.
Yeah. I mean, the quality was decent. The audio was decent. There were really no choices. There was only 2 things that happened to be live at that time. There was the one, and actually, so let me bring that up because I decided we should probably play around with it. So for those of you that haven't seen it, you should be able to see it now. But
yep, it's launching. We can see it.
Yeah, we'll get the
Twitter for Roku. That's cool.
Yeah, and now I can't get it to launch.
I'm on Twitter.
Never mind. It's my fault. I'll go back to Grid.
Of course, it's your fault. Who else's fault would it be?
I forgot to hook this thing up to Wi-Fi. It's normally wired.
Oh.
No.
But I can do that here in a minute. But no, I mean, has anybody played around with the
I've only
With
looked
Roku?
at only
No.
looked at some demonstrations.
or
of it,
I
and
just
could-
mean Twitter live video at all?
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, yeah.
the only time I ever remember using Twitter Live is when I initially downloaded the app to my Apple TV, because I do have an Apple TV app as well.
Mhm.
And yeah, I was like, huh, this is cool. And went back out, and as far as I can remember, I don't think I've used it since.
No, I have played around with the idea of simulcasting this show to Twitter, but I
That'd be a
can't
good
figure
idea.
out how yet. I know I can do it to Periscope, but I don't think that shows up on the Twitter Live.
No,
Are you not thinking about the Twitter not the Twitter migration, the Twitch migration? Because I mean, a lot of people are doing it. YouTube, like even PewDiePie is doing it now.
Yeah,
Just
no. I mean,
ad
'cause-
revenue, all that. Go ahead.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
because Twitter bought Periscope.
yeah,
And
yeah, they did.
but so I know I can stream using, there's a new service that I found that would allow us to stream to both, to basically everywhere. It'll stream,
Yeah.
restream. It's restream.io. It has a Periscope plug-in, but it doesn't have a Twitter, and I don't know if the Periscope will get it to this page. But
Yeah.
let's try this again.
So here's because I actually have some experience with this. So for my Jackbox stream one time, I decided to because in Wirecast there's an option to use the Twitter, because I think the way that they name it is Twitter/Periscope.
Okay.
And so basically you just stream to Periscope, which in effect tweets it out, and then you just watch the Periscope stream right inside the Twitter
Yeah.
client you're using, or
And-
in the Twitter website.
Okay. And I was curious if that actually puts it on this. So I mean, here's
Drama
the
bottom nine
dashboard.
down there in
Oh, wow.
Miami.
That
Two
is
on,
loud.
Nobody out. Jocko staying
We
with the
can't hear
grounder
it.
to short. That's going to
Yeah, I
be a
didn't hear it.
6-4-3. Ring 'em up double play. So the
Um,
Redbirds just.
It does.
He tagged him out though. I saw that. He
Yeah.
was tagged out.
So
I'm
the
not
only thing live right now is the rally on 120 Sports, and then there's a bunch of stuff from today on Twitter, and that's it. That's
Yeah,
what-
I think I thought on the Apple TV, I thought I saw an option where it would include Periscope live streams in the app. So I'm curious to see. It doesn't look like it's there on the
That's
Roku
cool.
app.
Yeah, and it's I mean, it's very limited what options you have.
No.
There isn't even a options menu for me to go in and do anything like log in.
I have so when you watch the show, if you turn it on, do you get to see the Twitter stream associated with that show?
Let's see. It's like you go in and then it shows you Twitter moments, but it doesn't show you that. For the one that's currently going live, yeah, you can.
They do show the
it shows
Oh, it
you
does
right
the
there.
name.
nice.
And he looked up the definition
Yeah,
of
that's
savage.
cool. That's cool.
This would be
That
High
is
school
exactly what people want, and eventually,
Yeah.
as they get more live content on
And it
there,
crashed.
yes,
I tried to back out of the video. At least this time it just kicked me back to the thing. But we're gonna get meta here in a second.
Oh no! Don't do it. You will invert the internet.
Break the fourth wall, bro. Don't break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Hey, there we go.
I like to break the fourth wall. I do. That's
Yeah,
right.
no, I mean it's interesting.
Just for a bit.
I'm
Make sure we're still live. Okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
wondering
I think-
how much people are gonna embrace Twitter for live TV.
I think if they
Uh.
put more compelling content on there, they will. And if they put it more front and center, on
Well,
on the stream. Oh, hey, there we are.
it depends on.
Just switched.
I think it depends on how big of a YouTube like thing it does, you know, or the
It's
content builders that
interesting.
gets behind it and everything. Because Twitter's already worldwide. You know, I've got people that follow me and they're across the country and don't even speak English, and I have no idea what they're tweeting at me, but until I translate it, and you know, so with it being part of the world, I think it'll open us up more to everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
So I think in order for Twitter, not Twit, in order for Twitter to make this work, what they need to do is they need to get it front and center on all the devices.
Yes.
So they need to be able to have front and center happening now live. This interesting thing, you can watch it and see the tweet stream live and have it so it's flawless.
Yeah.
Make sure there's not too much weird crap in the chat stream, and have it so it's a positive experience, and be able to get that in people's faces. Of you turn on your Roku, you turn on your Apple TV, you turn on your Android TV, it's there with a window that says, this is what Golden Globes live right now. See we got it. We got the rights to the Golden Globe, and you can watch it live right here. Then people will watch it. It will be a success.
Right.
The problem that I have with it right now is you have no idea what to expect when you launch it. It's not like other places where you go, oh, I'm going to watch this. Like YouTube, you can just open it up. The person you like may be live, but if not, you can still watch their videos, right?
Right.
But this, it's just open it up. Oh, every time I've opened it, it's been something baseball, which is cool for somebody.
Yeah.
But I'm like, these aren't games I care about. Why am I supposed to watch it?
Yeah, and I'm not really sure if Twitter. I don't know. Like, if you have more content on there, I feel like more people are going to be interested in it. Like, if you have more mainstream content on it from, say, an ESPN or a I don't know, what's another, AMC. Like, that's what I think it needs. I think if it's going to be anything, I think it has to become a PlayStation View. It has to become a DirecTV Now. It has to become a YouTube TV. Like, I just can't see them half doing this. Like, I don't know.
But on the plus side, the main reason I want to figure out how to restream this to there is because on Wednesday nights around 9 o'clock, when somebody opens it up and they go, there's only two things on. I don't like baseball. What are these four guys talking about? And then that may draw them over here. But when they say, oh, I actually want to participate, or, hey, I want to yell at these guys, but I can't because I'm not in their chat. Okay, I got to go over here. And then they can yell at us. But now they're part. And once you join chat room, you don't get to leave. They will stalk you.
I'll be in chat trolling them.
Yeah,
you know, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's interesting. I'm almost certain on the Apple TV there is a section on the Twitter app that says Periscope live streams.
Okay.
And so if you were to go live on in effect Periscope, you would in theory be there, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But I think it's interesting. I mean, yeah, it's interesting that it's not included in the Roku app, which is, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically Periscope for Twitter, you know, and Facebook Live itself is becoming a big thing.
But isn't Periscope for Twitter?
Yes, I don't.
Considering Twitter owns them.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
I'm still under the impression that they're going to eventually just put Periscope inside Twitter. Like, I don't see any point in having it as its own separate service.
Oh, so there is now officially no live TV.
So Badweave makes up a good question of like, okay, how in the world does Twitter make money if all they're doing is streaming live TV? Is it
Ad revenue?
But where are the ads though? Because do they get the ads for money from the stream?
Well, I mean, but you gotta think it brings people into Twitter. People download their app. It gives them, I don't know, man.
They must make money on the ads in the stream. That's the only way.
But I haven't seen any ads in the stream. And honestly, these ones here, let me show you. These ones down here at the bottom, I can't figure out how to make them play. I can go side to side from them, but I can't make them play. Unless these aren't videos, these are just the quick moments. But they have this little pause button that makes me go, what the hell is that? Is this just like a slide? Maybe it's a slideshow?
Just don't touch it for a minute. See if it's
I want to know what Dirk is wearing.
I don't. It must be a slideshow. Another
look at. How did?
Yeah, so these are like the moments. But this is Twitter TV, but there is nothing to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Twitter. I'm so sorry.
And Twitter is at an interesting point right now.
So, like I said, we need to figure out how to get this simulcasted to Twitter so that at least on Wednesday nights you can guarantee there will be something worth watching.
Well, I don't know if you would be able to get our stream on their quote-unquote live TV service on the front page like that.
There is a way, and that it's just I don't know how, and that's what I've been trying to figure out. So.
I think they do it for like businesses or something. Like I'm not entirely.
I remember
sure.
when they talked about it on Cord Killers, it was like, in order to get on the main page, you just have to ask. But who do I ask?
Yeah.
Streaming live from Twitter.
Yeah.
Don't know why. I don't even have a Twitter account.
Oh, hey, Bad Weeb just posted their live broadcasting plan.
I just said that.
Oh, okay.
It's okay, don't listen to me.
I won't.
Fine.
Here we go. Man.
The paywall.
All right, so let's see. They're going to be a 24/7 live streaming video network. They want to be the first place that anyone hears of anything that's going on that matters to them. But how? If you just...
Because Twitter is so worldwide, man. Like, do you know how many notifications I have? Like, if I could just show you right now, from you, Jury, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, just notifications so I can know what is going on in the world, As soon as something that somebody likes goes live, they're going to get a notification, and then they're going to want to go watch it, and then you meet people through that like the same thing as you, just like Diamond Club in itself,
Okay, it says with Twitter, advertisers can have both quality content and massive accelerating scale, said the vice president of revenue. With Twitter, advertisers are in control and are able to choose the type of video content their message aligns with.
I wonder if this is why they shut down Vine, because they decided to make this move.
But I still don't know where's the ads going, and how do they align with stuff if you have no idea what's going to be on at any given time?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's seriously...
It's a good point.
This is mystery, and I'm certain the wizards of Twitter will show us in the future, but for right now, you get baseball.
Yeah, it's... I believe there will be advertisement at some point when they finally have... Because, YouTube went for how long without advertising?
Like 3-4 years.
But it took that long for YouTube to really kind of get to the point where people wouldn't run away when there were ads. So, because if they had done that at the very beginning, YouTube never would have probably taken off. People would have just said, whatever. They weren't invested yet. So, yeah, YouTube bird, according to Bad Weave. So, I don't know. I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm not super impressed at the moment, based on the implementation on the Roku. But, hey.
Yeah, I think they just need to get better, they just need to get more content up there.
Well, yeah, content, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times are you going to go back?
The content will come, People want to try to be on it because no one's on it right now,
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, how many times is it going to take for someone to open up the app, see there's nothing to watch, before they just stop opening the app?
Yeah.
Well,
that's the risk.
They'll try to bring in people that'll already have a big community, like through YouTube or Twitch or whatever, to help make content for them.
See, I don't think so, because I think they want legit TV content though. That's the way. That's what they're trying to pitch at.
Yeah, they're pitching the Bloomberg show. They're pitching a tech show. They're pitching a maker show. So they're making it sound like their live TV show channel is going to be like your standard. Pick your lifestyle TV show channel on your cable, and you'll be able to anytime turn it on and go ahead and see a.
Nope, still nothing
currently going on. So. But the question is, if this story means that you will be able to put your show on a streaming, basically a Twitter style streaming service that competes with YouTube and with Twitch.
Well,
I cannot think about
if they extended the video limit. I mean, right now the limit on videos is, you can get an extension on that, but only if you're super, super big on Twitter. That's kind of the problem already, is that you're kind of limited to, what is it, 2 minutes or something like that?
Oh, is it only that too? Oh, then I don't want to be on that. Yeah, I don't even think the pre-show would fit into their stream. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Well, Mike, it sounds like from that article that you got that maybe they'll be relaxing that a bit. So we'll see. I'll have to read the article, and we'll have to see what new news comes out on it. So if it becomes its own competitor to Twitch and to YouTube Live, great. We need more of those. Isn't Microsoft doing something? I forget what it's called already. Because then,
Yeah,
Beam. We're set up to stream there
now.
But I don't know if that's even allowed.
So it's all the big companies once again finding a market. Okay, we're going to go in and try to dominate the market before everybody else. So it's your standard thing. It's just how it goes. So the next thing that comes out, they're all, hey, this new cool fad, we're all going to be, we're going to be the first to market. We're going to be the best. We're going to be cheapest. And we'll see.
Any final thoughts, Fitz?
No. I think we covered it all. Really.
I think Fitz is totally into this.
Fitz is like the only one that's actually on board.
I know.
So far.
I'm on Twitter every day.
As well, right?
Total polar opposite. I don't use Twitter. No.
Well, I don't use Facebook, so
neither do I.
Yeah.
Matt, aren't we friends on Facebook?
I believe we might be, but if you've said anything to me recently, I haven't seen it because I'm
the same way. I have an account. I don't.
Yeah.
Really
I have it mainly. I only have Facebook, so people that I went to school with, which has happened, they find me and friend me, and then we just talk about old times. Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah, that's basically what I use Facebook for, is for friends and family.
My Facebook is there specifically for Jotmon to find potentially incriminating pictures he can use against me on the internet.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I have it. I set it up 10 years ago specifically for that reason. So, all right. Well, then we should probably move on to rants and raves. Matt, looked like you had something there in the dock. What is that about?
Well, okay, that's my rant. I also have a rave.
Oh.
Or I have a rave and a rant. Excuse me. That's my rave. So earlier this last week, I said, hey, you know what? I should figure out all these different streaming services. I should kind of figure out what's on which ones, what platforms they're all on. And I just barely started a little little spreadsheet of that, and then I promptly ignored it and didn't think about it. And a couple days later, guys at Cord Cutters News did all the work for me, and earlier today they updated it. It's this nice list at Cord Cutters News of the various streaming services, the live TV streaming services, all compared. And this is if you don't know which service you want for you, I recommend this article here, which has everything pretty much laid out: the costs, the which devices they work on, what channels you can get with the different services. It's great. This is a really nice way for you to quickly go, okay, I have to watch this show. So, okay, which ones handle that? I have this device. Oh, okay, these devices. You can get your cross-section and figure out what works for you and how much it's going to cost you pretty easily with this. So I applaud them for doing all the work I was thinking of doing for me. It's great. Now my rant.
That is great.
Okay, rant. Let's go.
I work for a school district. I have a teacher who said, we're thinking of buying this really expensive projector, and we want to get the sound bar. And so I talked to them, and I said, okay, you're at the point where you should probably just consider putting a big screen TV up there.
Yeah.
So she did. She went ahead and bought a refurbished Vizio.
It's not a bad TV. I've had a couple.
Refurbished being the key word.
It's not a bad TV. I mean, it's not great.
Got it on the wall. Bad. Got it mounted. Got it working. Got it plugged in. It's a 4K. She went for nice.
Whoa, she got the 4K. Really?
Well, it's not that big of a difference in cost anymore, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just at Best Buy yesterday, or day before yesterday, and they're expensive.
Yeah.
So like a 55-inch.
You could probably
4K.
get that. If you get a TCL, you can get that pretty cheap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually pretty
$400 for the 40-inch, but yeah.
Exactly.
So what happened with the TV?
Really?
So it has only one input that takes 4K at 60 hertz, and that one stopped working. There's also a green line right coming down the middle of the whole screen. So when I got it, we took it out of the box. We got it mounted on the wall. It was a decent amount of work. Me and the maintenance guy working together, getting it up there and finding studs and doing the normal, trying to get the thing mounted on the thing. Unfortunately, we recycled the box. The retailer has told me, okay, it's under. We will be RMAing it, but I need you to put it back in the box and ship it back to us. We'll give you a shipping label, no problem. I said we recycled that box a week ago.
I can see where this is going.
I just talked to my teacher, who was very excited to have it. Very sad to know that it's now going to be coming down and gone for however long it takes to repair or replace.
Wow.
I have to build myself a box and try to hit they want to make sure I try not. It tries to make it there safe and without. I called up a local shipping company and said, hey. I got this big TV, 70-inch. I'm going to try to ship it back for repair. And the person on the phone said, yeah, sure, we've done that before. We've had some issues in the past, but we'll try to get it to ship, so it'll fit in the box. I get an email later from somebody very corporate saying, actually, that employee was misinformed. We don't do TVs anymore. They break too often.
So my question would be to the manufacturer and say, hey, at our expense, can you send me a box? Because a lot of times they will have boxes.
It's true.
And then just put the return shipping label in the box.
I need the box and the packing material. I keep I'm a weird tech guy. I actually hold several boxes of foam and peanuts and various things like that because sometimes you have to ship something. So I think I'm okay. I think I've got the stuff if I want to pack it up, and I just have to jury rig a bunch of cardboard. Get my cardboard origami on. So,
all right. Well,
that's my rant because it's just made my. That's going to be my project the next couple days, maybe into next week.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, have fun with that.
What about you, Fitz? You got anything to rant or to rave or?
I don't really have any rants right now. I got a pit bull in my lap.
That sounds like a rave to me.
Yeah. No, I am. We're doing a giveaway. We'll be doing one on Will Stream, and we'll be doing one on Bad Weave Stream. We still have to work out the details on that. We can't let it be you win so many games, because then we'll just give the sticker packs away to Cruz when he wins Trivia Murder Party. But right now, you can at me at FITZCHIV29. That's FitShiv29 on Twitter with your best GIF or Twitch clip from anything Diamond Club for a chance to win one. And that comes with a jury token, and he did sign them. And regardless of him fucking me or messing me up, I'm sorry. Or what he said on Night Attack, I did get express permission to do the giveaway. So,
Cool. What about you, Will?
All right, so I've got a pretty big rant. So I have been using PlayStation View. That's been my primary service for cord cutting for a little while now, for about maybe 7 or 8 months now. And so the one thing that I do not like about PlayStation View is their IP locking. It is absolutely ridiculous when you've got plenty of other services who can do it just fine.
Mm-hmm.
And literally that one issue alone makes me not want to use PlayStation View ever.
Well, isn't that also a problem with the PlayStation itself?
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. Like,
yes.
You can use PlayStation View outside of the home, but you can only do it on, like, your mobile devices, and it's very limited. So, and it's like, and there's been issues with people taking their PlayStations and it completely, like, locking them out of their system or whatever.
Yeah.
So when DirecTV Now was launched, I was like, oh, this might actually be a pretty good, compelling offer. I saw that there was no DVR, and I was like, okay, that's all right. There's the 72-hour rewind feature. That should be enough time for me to watch the shows again.
Yeah,
so
we're talking about that.
Yeah, so I got it, and I got the free Apple TV with it. Yeah, it's DirecTV Now. I honestly cannot recommend it to anyone right now. It is not that good. There is, so many problems with the fact that they took away the 72-hour rewind feature, so that's not even a feature anymore. There's still no DVR there. And so I just decided to ride it out the last 3 months of my service and then cancel it, and I would just go back to PlayStation because there wasn't really any compelling options until YouTube TV decided to launch. But not in my area.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And
now, see, it is in my area. I like YouTube TV. I don't use it, but I swear by YouTube Red.
I think YouTube TV is by far the best, and I haven't even used it. But I think it's by far the best. It's just not in my area, so I can't use it.
Yeah.
And and I saw Hulu was launching, and I don't know, it's just too expensive. By the time you actually get all of the features and stuff, you can, like, YouTube TV is so much cheaper compared to it when you actually get all of the services that, like, how you can get the extra DVR hours on your on Hulu for an extra fee. You don't have to on YouTube TV. It's completely unlimited right out of the box. And PlayStation View is also unlimited, but it only stores them for 28 days.
Yeah.
Go lay down. Lay down.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm stuck with PlayStation View because that's the best option at the moment. But,
Yeah, so Bad Weave in the chat asked to explain what IP locking is. So, Bad Weave, essentially, there's two ways they can do it, and different companies will do different things. But when you set up your device, it takes a note of what your public IP is. So then, when you the most extreme ones won't even let you go to a different IP that's from the same area, which is ridiculous because most people have a dynamic IP address, which changes on a regular basis. So the other thing they do is it's like think of region locking, where they won't lock the IP to one specific, but they'll lock it to a geographic area. So like if this IP address says it's Chicago, it'll accept any IP that is public IP that's in Chicago. But if you take your device to LA, then it says, oh, whoa, you're not in your home area. You can't use this service right now.
Yeah. And that's, that's kind of my beef with PlayStation View at the moment. And, and just the fact that, because right now I'm at my college, apartment. And so, and I had it IP locked to my home in Michigan. And so, trying to use PlayStation View, it's completely impossible without VPNing into my home internet.
Which is ridiculous. You should not have to do that for a service you're paying for.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And I understand why they want to keep track of your IP, because that's how they know what local content to provide you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But if I go on a vacation, I go to LA, okay, fine. You can give me local content for LA. Whatever. Yeah, exactly. That's fine.
Exactly.
But
yeah, it's ridiculous, and I tried DirecTV Now. It wasn't that great either. So I'm just kind of at a crossroads now where it's like, I want to do YouTube TV, but it's not nationwide, and I kind of wish YouTube TV would just do what PlayStation did with View and just be like, hey, we'll just release this, and whatever local channels you get.
Yeah.
And it's like, I would not mind that at all. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like, just add the local channels in later. I don't care. It's like, I want to give you money, YouTube, but you're not letting me, So, anyway. So that's kind of my my rant.
I have a guess on why this is what they do. Obviously, the local channel situation and making sure you're only getting broadcasts from your local channels. But I'm guessing this has a lot to do with contracts. And they probably negotiated with the various companies, including the local channels. Okay, we're going to do this kind of a IP geofencing to make sure only local people get the local contracts. And, that allowed them to get earlier into the game. They have to suffer with it until it's all figured out. But that is very likely the legal thing that's holding things back, too.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah. Just local affiliates in general have just been so slow to getting to over-the-top services. Like, I don't know. In general. And that's kind of been my... Because I tried to have my parents go on... Because my parents are a little tech-savvy than, most people. And they liked PlayStation View, except for the fact that there were no locals. So, and that's really what's holding it up right now. Because we can't get and you could say, we could get it over the antenna. Yes, but A, it's not really that good of a signal anyway. B, they don't want to have to deal with, trying to go back and forth between the two. So it's one of those things at the moment where, it's like, I wish I could be on YouTube TV, but I can't. So
yeah.
I live somewhere where I cannot get good signal, maybe one channel for over the air.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's exactly where we're at. I mean, we can get CBS, ABC, and NBC and Fox, but some are better than others, and some just don't show up at all.
Okay, well, I'm far enough away that everything's under a 50-mile radius for me, and I have to be pretty much clear shot, and I'm in an apartment, so that makes that life difficult. So.
Right.
So I'm stuck with the cable for now. The good news is we'll see what happens. I have a plan. I have a master plan.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my I don't know. I don't really have a rave per se. I guess, I will give PlayStation View the fact that their interface is really good. Just on, because I've used both the internet and the the phone version. And what I like about the internet, about the desktop version, is you can actually select, like you can select, hey, just go to HD. Like, don't give me an auto. Don't try to figure it out for me. Like, just go to HD always. So yeah, I guess my rave is the interface on PlayStation View. I really like it.
Cool. And what device are you running that on?
I am using it. Well, actually, and funny thing about the location lock is I can't use PlayStation View on my Apple TV because you have to you have to be at your home internet. So I've just been
That's funny.
I've just been using it on my PC and on my phone.
In the browser.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I remember when we talked about the PlayStation View several months ago, Mike was mentioning all of these features, and I was like, I never saw any of that. I was on the Roku, and he was doing it on the Fire TV. And so the interface is completely different across all the different platforms. So that's why I was curious, because some people, so I hated it. But then it turned out partly because I was on the Roku and it was missing a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've noticed with Roku too, and I almost want to say too, because like going back to the Twitter story, like I was, wondering whether it was just the Roku app. Like it just seems to me that Roku's interface and the way that you build apps on Roku is just not the best. Like,
well, it's meant to be easy. It's
meant to be fairly simple, yeah. But
also, on the plus side, it's easy enough that we've got an amazing Diamond Club TV app on the Roku.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's HTML.
I almost bought a Roku
Yeah.
TV yesterday when I was at Best Buy, but I didn't
love
know
it.
I used Roku.
I like, and I will put this as my rave because I like my Rokus. I resisted the Roku for so many years because I thought that's cheesy. It's the dumbed down thing that you get for your elderly parents, right? And until I got to the point where so many people were resisting and refusing to create their apps for the Android TV, which was my favorite. And I finally had to go, well, where can I watch HBO Go? Where can I watch Amazon Prime? Where can I watch Showtime? These apps that I want, plus Hulu. And, I can do it all on the Roku? Fine. And
Roku does everything.
It does everything. And that's the thing, is because they don't take a cut of anything because their stuff isn't paid. Well, I guess if you buy like a paid for wallpaper or something, they might. But
one of the streaming services that they showcase on there is actually their own VOD streaming service as well. So
yeah. And like you can't shop in the Amazon store. You can rent movies, but you can't like go in there and like purchase toilet paper and other stuff. So that's all negligible. Yeah, no, I love the Roku.
That makes no sense though. That makes no sense if you can rent a movie but you can't buy nothing.
I'm not gonna sit on my Roku with the remote and go CHARM. Oh crap! I don't want Charmin. I want Cottonelle. Where's the delete?
Yeah.
It's like forget it.
That I will say that on the Apple TV, I really like the voice thing on the remote where you can just press a button.
Yeah, this has it. This has voice too. I just don't use it.
Okay. Yeah.
The Cox cable has the on demand. You hit the button and you talk to it, and it never understands me. But I do sound really Southern and mumble a lot, so I understand it.
But isn't Cox cable Southern?
Yeah.
They should understand. All right. Hey, before we go, Fitz, you got anything you want to plug?
Go can always. I should have a new article out by the end of the week. On the Twitch migration. You can always catch my writing on Medium under Robert Medley.
Who's that?
And just I don't know.
Is that your pen name? That's your pen name?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's exactly my pen name, yeah.
Cool.
And follow me on Twitter, man. Do the sticker competition. The more people that compete, the funner it'll be and the funnier it'll be. I want to see all the GIFs and clips I can see. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Rock on, Will. What you got going on?
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on. We on Friday nights we do our little Jackbox stream. We have the whole Diamond Club community. Poodle, you've been a part of it. Fitz, you've been a part of it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was never there.
Well, I'll tell you what we do. So we all get on the Night Attack Discord, or just I guess the Diamond Club Discord, and we all chat and play Jackbox games. And I host the stream on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, over at twitch.tv/WScottis1. And Bad Weave hosts a stream on Tuesday nights right after Night Attack, right after the after show. Cool. And we'll have another stream on Friday as usual.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. I find myself in there, and I can, as long as everybody's mad and yelling at me, then I'm having a good time. So
that's right.
Oh, and follow me on Twitter at WScottis1.
All right, rock on. What about you, Matt?
I've still been spending all of my time playing Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. So every time my goodness, that game is too good.
I almost bought a Switch just to have it. You know, I really did.
I actually decided not to buy the Switch because of that, because I didn't have the money, but I wanted to play the game. So
yeah, when they said it was going to be $300, it was like, okay, this is pretty cool. But then when it turns out and it's actually like $600 to get it home, like maybe not.
It's so the games are $60 to $70, and then if you want anything else, it's $60 to $70 for everything else.
But it looks cool, man. It looks cool. Whole new interface.
Take your Nintendo with you anywhere. Great idea. I was going to sell Blockbusters. I'm certain we're going to have one later in the year, maybe for a Christmas present for somebody.
Wait, you're planning on picking one up at Blockbuster? You might be in for a disappointment.
No, you see, I'm a Hollywood Video guy.
Okay. They always did have better game rentals.
I actually worked at Hollywood Video.
Yeah.
So,
really?
No, yeah, I was. I worked at Hollywood Video before they went belly up, just like everybody else. But no, that game has been sucking up my life. Normally I'm playing other games, maybe I'm watching a couple other shows, maybe TV, and stuff. Nope. I had to restart basically because my save game is on one device, like an external hard drive, and I moved my machine upstairs so I could just have a little bit more personal play space for me on my TV, on my little monitor that I have upstairs, and because I didn't bring the external hard drive with me, it didn't bring up my save game with me, so I had to start over. I'm now at 20. It's okay. Actually, I really like starting over because the first time I started it, I really like, what am I doing? Be very careful about everything. And now it's, I'm like, oh, yeah, I know what's happening here. I'm just going to go ahead and jet out this way, go out that way. I know how to finish this puzzle. And
I hear it's very immersive. And one of the great things about it is it just drops you in the world and you don't know what you're doing or where to go or anything.
I on purpose don't look up guides. I on purpose don't look up how to do things. I just still don't know what to do with Choo Choo Jelly, but I've got tons of it. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this stuff. So
you can cook it. I know that much.
Yeah, I tried. It doesn't come out good. Let me put it that way. I love the fact that the game. Cool thing about the game, there's a lot of cooking. If you make stuff that doesn't make sense, if it's not good, it calls it dubious food. Dubious food has the mosaic style censoring over it, so
Star Ocean
looks so gross.
Star Ocean did the same thing, but it would come out as bad smelling, bad tasting, or just questionable.
And it's funny because
Yeah.
whenever you eat something, Link, he acts out the eating of it and of the food. And of course, when he gets the dubious food, he kind of like looks at it and goes, I don't know about this. And he gulps it down. I go, ugh.
Do you know about the glitch, the stamina glitch?
Nope, don't tell me.
Oh man,
No
I want to
spoilers.
help you. I want to help
Nope,
you.
don't tell me. It's okay. I'm doing good now. It's a lot of fun. I'm afraid it's going to be sucking up more of my time. I'm going to be up late again every night going, oh, this is too good.
Yeah.
I'm way behind
It is
everybody
good.
else, but it's a good game.
Yeah. All right. Well, I forgot to mention, I don't know if anybody else out there is participating in the Quake Champions closed beta right now. But if you are, the NDA is lifted on Friday. So if anybody wants to talk about it, now that we can, give me a shout, because I kind of wouldn't mind talking about it.
Did you like? I want to talk about it. We'll talk about it.
I can't talk about it right now. So
I know,
mean,
but
we're
we'll
under
talk
NDA,
about it.
so I can't
I
even
know,
tell you
but-
if I liked it or not.
I know. We'll talk
Man.
about it.
If anybody wants to give me a shout, we'll find some time this weekend, maybe. But guys, thank you so much for stopping in at the last minute. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, thank you for having us,
Oh
man.
yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so much for having us.
Absolutely, we'll definitely have you both back sometime. Those of you out there that are hanging out, thanks so much for hanging with us in the chat room. And if
Definitely.
we still need to pick a topic. So if you haven't put in a title suggestion, go ahead and do that now. Otherwise, we will be back next Wednesday. Hopefully for me, from a new studio.
that'd
But
be cool.
that'll be 8, or what time will we do this? 9 o'clock Central, Wednesday night here on DCTV. In the meantime, you can find us over on YouTube. You'll have to search for the YouTube.
You haven't signed up for
All you gotta
subscribing
do
to
is
our
pause
YouTube.
it.
Yeah, you'll have to search
unsubscribe
for the
to it.
VOD Squad, because we still need
We need
subscribers
the vanity
so we can get our vanity URL.
URL. 100 people.
Website
I'm
is
already
thevodsquad.com. No longer need www. I figured out my DNS error. And and at the VOD Squad on Twitter. Oh, and next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, or next Saturday. I can't talk now. Next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday is the next movie party. Follow at DC Movie Party on Twitter, and the poll for the next movie will be showing up soon. We're basically doing rejects, movies that were put up but did not pass, make it through the poll the last time or
Aw.
previously. So we've got Wolf Cop, Big Ass Spider, Cool as Ice, and Rock and Roll Nightmare are the 4 movies that are going to be currently voted for, and it's going to be really hard to choose.
Cool as Ice.
I'm
Does that
scared.
Does
I'm
that
scared.
star
Vanilla Ice. Yes.
Yeah.
It is my favorite. That is my favorite movie, and I want
a
that to
feeling
win,
that's
but
what
I
it's
do
gonna be.
not want to. I do not want to taint this. So we'll talk
Too
about that
late.
off air.
We've already been tainted by the Greasy Strangler. We've
Well,
already
and
been
that was
tainted.
such an amazing movie. It was the perfect choice. Thank you so much to everybody that participated last time. Come again next time, and I think I am gonna call this.
All
You
right.
It was
See
a
you guys
good
later,
call.
man.
Bye, guys.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.
You gotta end this.